now we are just trying to move in the river. We take a wild walk to see the species around, the species which are somehow native, those are invasive species around, because it's what we are trying to focus. There are a lot of invasive species that are really bringing trouble to our environment, and we need just to develop some mechanism how we control them. One of the invasive species around is really taking the environment around. It's trouble for wildlife, trouble for the people around, and also taking a lot of space. So whenever they grow in a very concentrated thing that can also no wildlife that comes across. So this Apuja is invasive species around. As you see, it has a lot of thorns in it. These are the leaves. Yeah, this is a stem, and it's very spiny thing. It grows very big, covers a big area, hindering a big area for grasses, for pastures, domestic animals, wildlife. This acacia is the most dominant tree around. It's favored by a lot by goats, camels, and elephants. It's also the elephant favorite in Laikipia. This is one of the Euphorbia species. It's so much loved by elephant. It's now like going to an extinction maybe in very few years, because it's elephant's favorites. They just, if they grow a little bit of it, they just break it. And it's also used by local people to make the beer when it grows very big, because it has a very hard cover that when it dries, there's a big hole inside it. As I'll just show you the beer that is made of this stem of this Euphorbia. It's also one of the Euphorbia species. It's commonly used by the local community for like treating the stomach ache. You just boil it some goat soup and you take like 1 cup of it, and you get yourself instead of going to hospital for stomach ache, you just like boil this. You chop into small little things, and then you boil for at least like 20 minutes. You leave it like cooling so that the gum will just cool out at the top, and then you take 1 cup of it. You just wait some for like less than 1 hour for the result. Your stomach start roaming around, and you get yourself like getting out the ducts in your stomach. So this is what the community use instead of referring to go to hospital. Yeah. You can feel in the other side. A lot of trash. It's one of the very invasive species around. I think it came from Mexico. Once they were brought by those Romans, those people who started churches around. So they just brought it like a protecting like wire thing to protect wildlife, like elephants coming in, and it's just like suddenly spread around. And it started spreading when it's preferred by camels. Camels eat the flesh thing. Yeah, and elephant too. It's just a cactus species. So it has also very terrible thorns. These are also the flowers. Whenever this thing falls, it grows. So that's why it grows very rapidly, just as you see how the spreading is. Whenever any little branch goes off, it grows. And people are trying to control, like trying to uproot or burning. Last season, it came to be one of the the food for cows. People used to burn to remove the thorny things, and you just chop, you feed your cows. Many cows survive because of this. But as a result, as we try to feed our animals with it, we also trying to spread, because whenever a branch falls on, it spreads. So it's really not helping a lot. It helps to feed animals during the dry season, but also that's the time that it spreads a lot. Yeah, as compared to the thing, that's the way it is. Around this area, it's called Acacia Sayalel. It grows very fast and in a very concentrated thing. They make a big canopy at the top, so nothing just grows inside because it all covers. They make a very big canopy at the top. When they grow in a very close area, they make a very big canopy, like resisting the light to go in, and also the roots. They take a lot of water in the ground, so they just like compete for other grasses, tree species for water, draining all the water for other things. In time, you get other species dying, and it covers a big area. It's not very useful. Not all, it's not preferred by domestic animals, rather also elephant. It's just a trees, they are there. So I think there are many mechanisms within the community trying to control it. Like there's a lot of community conservation program trying to mobilize people to cut. So and it's very, you have to cut in a very unique way, because if you cut just at the bottom of it, it can't die. So you have to let it grow a little bit, and then you cut on top, just at the mid of the branches. You'll get many of them growing around. Yeah, also the seeds, I think the seeds are very adapted to these areas. So